Hey, Doug, I'm here for Doc Sports, and today is Tuesday, the 23rd of November, 2 days before Thanksgiving, and I'm back with free play picks, and we'll see if we can dish out some more winners on there. Had kind of a mixed week since the last talked on videos. Had kind of a mixed time, so nothing too hot to get excited about. So we'll try and get that turned around and today with a free play and 41 and 31 still though on the record most recently, and 302-24 on free play, so still very strong records on the free plays, and we'll just see if we can get some more winners going again here, okay, for you. As far as the weekend, it was not a great weekend for yours truly. It was a tough weekend, to be perfectly honest, and you know what? I'm not going to shy away from telling the truth. Okay, I know in today's world that's not a common thing to do, is to tell the truth. But I that's my choice, and that's the choice I have made for me. Okay, so it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been fun. Have been especially some of the other sports I've struggled in, and so you know what? I've struggled before in them. I've bounced back. I've struggled, and so I'm fully confident, and I'm going to bring up his name in a few minutes here, and a good connection that's relatable right now to everyone to understand is Damon Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers. Lillard started horrible shooting this season. Okay, just horrible. Okay, and everybody's like, "What's wrong with him?" and everything else. And hey, I caught some flack, and I'm not him. I'm not as famous as him, and I'm not a six-time All-Star either, but it's a relatable aspect, and he's recently gotten shot better, but his shooting percentage is still only 39% compared to the last two previous years where it was 45 or 46. So he's still got some work to do, and it's the same exact thing for me. I got some work to do. Okay, I got to figure this out. Okay, and try and come up with some winners. And for example, like yesterday, some encouragement. The won 2 out of 3 in college basketball. Don't like anything else, by the way, before in the NBA and the NHL. There's so few games, and I just didn't see any value, so I'm passing on those. But in college basketball, I'm coming back. I got an underdog I really like today. Okay, so you can pick that up at the Doug Upstone page at Doc Sports. And you know what? Like I said, I'll get this turned around and get things back to where they belong. Okay, and my typical uh, let's just say how I typically do. You do this for 365 days a year or thereabouts, probably at least 360. Um, Guess what? You're going to have some ups and downs. Okay, just the nature of the beast. Okay, and just like anybody, like any of you in your jobs, when you're not always, you don't always have your A game every single day. Okay, it just doesn't happen. Before I did this, I just like you, I worked and did many other different things, and so I know exactly of which I speak. Okay, and in this case, you do something, everything's black and white. Okay, so here we go. We're going to try and get this figured out and come along, and that includes trying to get the free plays. A good example yesterday about how things have been going. I'm saying it with a smile because sometimes you can't fate just how it goes. I had Washington State. If you happen to drop by my page yesterday at Doc Sports, and they were up 18 first half against Winthrop, as I think it was as 18 or 19, as a 13.5 point favorite. And so for not uncommon. Teams go on cruise control, but Winthrop made 13 threes, or excuse me, 12. They made 12 threes, not for the game. They made 12 threes in the second half. Okay, so they ended up covering the spread against Washington. Still lost, but just ended up covering spread. So when it's not going your way, that's what happens sometimes. It's just you can't get out of your own way. Okay, when those types of things happen. But we'll get this turned around. Next up, free play. Portland Trail Blazers. They're out to avenge a severe beatdown when they host Denver tonight. The Nuggets recorded a convincing 124-95 home win against the Trail Blazers 9 days ago when Portland star Damian Lillard was sat out because of an abdominal injury. After starting the season in a severe shooting slump, Lillard has regained his is regaining his confidence, and his shooting average and his scoring has gone up considerably, which has helped his team, needless to say. Since the Nuggets blowout of the Blazers, they are 0-4 straight up and against the spread, and Jokic has missed some time with a wrist injury. Now, he is questionable, last I saw, before I started this video, for playing tonight. But you know what? I'm not sure that's going to be enough, even if he does play, because the Denver bench is terrible. They're giving their starters almost no support, and they're among the worst bench players in the NBA when it comes to scoring points. With the Blazers 8-1 straight up and 7-2 against the spread at home, winning by 11.2 points per game, I think they'll get their revenge. So I'm going to recommend for this free play Portland minus the 6. Okay, on that. But speaking of for those who are watching, again, I really appreciate your support. Okay, on following me. Okay, trusting me. I've gotten some nice compliments in some other areas of some things I've said. So I appreciate that. Like I say, I'm just here to try and get you the best amount of free plays that win that I possibly can, and I'll continue to do that every single day. That will never change as long as I'm doing this. That will never change. So try and do that. So I appreciate you watching the videos, hitting the like button, and subscribing to the Docs channel at the same time. The other free play for today is to take the Providence Friars, who again, this is a kind of, they pretty much do it every year. They start off really well. They don't do as well in Big East play typically, but non-conference play, they're just monsters. And so they're the free play today for the West Coast Wise guys on that one. So again, just to remind you, I do have a college basketball upset on the alert, and actually I like this team to win the game outright, to tell you the truth. We'll see what happens on that one. That's a nighttime game, so that's at the Doug Upstone page at Doc Sports. So I'll be back on Wednesday with more free play action. Okay, and we'll get this going, and got the big holiday weekend with lots of adventure coming our way in terms of all sports and lots of football all across the board, along with turkey and all the other stuff that goes along with it. So this is Doug Upstone for Doc Sports. Until next time, I'm out.